What's up, man?
It's good.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good.
Have a good Easter?
Yeah, I had a good Easter. Did no
Easter.
eggs.
No ER.
No,
Easter.
Easter is gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Good Resurrection Day.
Did you say no eggs? No egg hunt?
No egg hunt. Yeah, it's the first time ever. I mean, like ever in my life that I remember not looking for eggs. Either from my childhood or for my kids.
When you did an egg hunt, was it candy or did you have something else in the
eggs? It
eggs?
was always candy.
No money?
No.
That's a good Easter egg hunt.
That would be good for the kid, not the parents.
It's good for anybody who finds the egg.
Who finds it? Yeah, no. Yeah, I didn't do it this year. We always just do something. I just realized that, wow, I just let all my children down.
Well,
probably the worst Easter
ever. There's always next year.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's a new tradition.
My in-laws,
no more eggs.
They had, my wife's got a big family, and it was fun because they did an Easter egg hunt for the little ones, and there was there 4 of them, but it feels like there's 10, even though there's 4 of them. Yeah, no. Sounds like there's 10 of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I could attest to that.
And we must have hid, I'm embellishing, but it felt like close to 100 eggs. It's like, this is too many eggs.
Were you finding those eggs later on, like days later?
I personally were putting them in spots that I knew that they wouldn't see. But then it was like, you make eye contact with the owner of the house, and it's like, get that egg. Okay, grab that egg.
Get it. Okay, they're not going to find it. Go get it.
But enough about Easter. Yeah. We're back.
We're back on the saddle again.
Second episode, Roses and Thorns.
Man, 2 episodes in. Feels like 2 episodes in, man. It's awesome.
One of the things that I, listening to the first episode, we're gotta get back on track.
We go off tangents.
The tangent is like way down the road, and we do eventually come back.
I see it from the top of the hill,
and
it scares me. The tangent keeps coming.
You don't like big hills?
Yeah, or tangents.
No, you love tangents.
I actually do love tangents.
You love tangents.
Yeah. Well, every time I speak, it's just a verbal thought. There's really no rhyme or reason. It just blah, just comes out.
Well, we gathered that there's a Ehwanics.
Yeah, they got my language. Hopefully everyone studied.
Mm-hmm.
You studied your Ehwanics.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a test next week.
I've known you for 8 years?
Yeah, probably 8 years now.
I met you in 2017?
Yeah, 17. I was going to say 2007.
I don't
even know my dates, man.
I still don't know if I'd pass that test.
No, I don't even know the stuff I say. I don't know. I failed my own test.
Even if it was open book?
No, man, I can't read. You can't read Ehwanics. It's like hieroglyphics, man. It's an eagle.
What if it was a Scantron? You had multiple choice. You'd probably draw a picture.
I'd probably bring a crayon. That's where I'd go with that.
Weren't they super strict with like
number 2s?
What number 2 only?
Yeah. What's the number 1 pencil?
I was just going to ask you that.
What's the number? Is there a number 3? It's all about number 2. First is the worst. Second is the best.
Yeah, we're gonna park that.
Okay.
Park it right there. Mm-hmm. So weddings.
Yeah.
That's
you were speaking
really
about tangents. Yeah.
Right.
We didn't even start a topic yet. We just went into a tangent. We started.
Yep. So again, the purpose of this is to talk about, peel the curtain back on the wedding industry and just, shed some light on things that maybe people don't really get to hear a lot about, the ins and outs and fun stories and horrific stories, hence the name Roses and Thorns.
That's the thorny part of the rose.
Hey, get comfy.
Just getting comfy,
Just
man.
Get comfortable, man.
I'm going to start writing stuff on the bottom of my shoes.
The first episode I had my shoes off. I figured that was a little NC-17.
Yeah, now that we know what that is.
So I figured I'd put my boots on.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, no blood today.
Yeah, no. Still some sweat, though.
Always some sweat.
Always some sweat.
Working hard.
Hardly working. Working 9 to 5.
So today, we're going to talk about timelines.
Well, it's appropriate because we needed one.
Yeah.
I think it's not that we want to be scripted, but I think it's important to kind of
have a roadmap.
Yeah, at least something. And it's just funny because that's all we ever talk to our couples about is making sure that we have a timeline.
Yeah.
And even when we're just doing video, is do you have a timeline? Does your photographer have a timeline? And if they do, great. But we're still going to make a timeline for us because, on the video side of things is a little different. But man, how did we not follow that concept on the first episode, or even probably now. Still, we're kind of going off tangent. But
I mean, that's part of the. You guys are whoever's listening to us. You are along for the ride. Strap in, buckle up.
Hold on, dear life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Speaking of tangents, you ever heard, you know the roller coaster King Ka?
No.
I think it's a roller coaster. Devin, you might check
King Ka.
So while we're on this tangent,
this,
we started our last episode referencing a movie that I was calling Elements. My wife told me I was very wrong.
You're wrong?
Yeah, Elemental.
Oh
yeah, here it is, King
Ka.
I don't know if this is around anymore. I have a feeling they closed it again. Alleged. These are all allegations.
Last time I went to Great Adventure, or Six Flags, was last year, and whoa,
this is insane. 0 to like over 100 miles an hour, all the way up.
Okay, no, I was gonna say it looks like the Boomerang, but no.
No. Very not the Boomerang. No.
Yeah.
400 feet up it straight up, and then you go straight back down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
That reminds me of
that is the equivalent to Roses and Thorns. We're gonna go straight up and come right back down, and hopefully hit some things softly.
Just crashing.
Some things we want to talk about.
Yeah, I think we started this episode down. I think we already crashed.
We're going right back up. There's actually a lot of these.
Yeah. And that's why you make timelines,
and that's why you make timelines.
Timelines are perfect for buffering these
so what
non-essential
couple
moments.
Roses. Give me a couple roses for a timeline.
Well, timeline is
especially great. Since you did wedding photography for past 3 years.
But it's important, too, as a videographer. I think a lot of it's important more. It's equal on both sides because the pro of a timeline, a rose for a timeline for a couple, is so they can actually see what the day looks like before they even go. You got to put your imagination hat on, and you can really see how the day looks like. From right when the lady gets ready and starts putting her war paint we talked about last week, to reception dancing. And how long it would take for us to film and capture the footage of everything they need throughout the day.
Sure.
Everything comes down to what's most important. But knowing, and I was going to ask you this earlier, and it's perfect to ask you now. I don't think I've ever been in a wedding where it went perfect.
Correct.
I mean, to the bride, it went perfect.
Right.
Because we did our job and we didn't tell them.
Right.
A good day is no communication with the bride of all the bad things. But but for what we planned, I don't think I've never had a wedding where it was like everything went according to plan. There was always something or someone, either a family member or some crazy element like rain. Yeah, that really messes things up.
Well, a wedding is, it's funny that I referenced a roller coaster. I mean, a wedding is a roller coaster.
Marriage is a roller coaster.
Marriage is a roller coaster.
That first day is a perfect example of the rest of your life.
All good things.
All good things. I'll hold it back.
But yeah, I mean, life's a roller coaster. All of the idioms. Is that the word?
It sounds right. It sounds smart, and I'm going to say yeah. That's the word. Idioms.
Oh, an idiom is a phrase or expression whose meaning cannot be understood from the literal definition of its individual words. I think that's what...
I feel like an idiom right now.
Feel like an idiot?
Idiom. For not knowing what idiom was.
But yes, back to wedding timelines.
Yeah,
they are good in a lot of ways, and I think the word timeline, someone might maybe be put off in a way.
It sounds intimidating because then it sounds like you're too structured, and it sounds like there's no
right. If something doesn't happen at this moment, then it's the whole day is a wash. That's not how we do things. It's not how we've done things. We always like to, like you said, nothing goes perfect.
No.
And
gives us a roadmap to go down.
Yeah. I mean, do we need 15, 20 minutes for you to put your dress on? Probably not.
Well, I was thinking about, as you were saying, I was thinking about a story that happened to me one time. It was about 2 years ago. And I think you were there. You were there.
Tangent.
Well, no, it has to do with a timeline. The bride took so long to get ready. that the groom was waiting. Remember, there was a wedding that the groom was waiting with the officiant for about an hour, and so the bride showed up. And you said it don't take long to take a dress. It took a while to get the dress on.
Yeah, but that was also a tribute to hair and makeup falling behind.
That's true. And that's where a timeline is important.
Because at least for us, right, we make this timeline and we tell our couples that it's you use this as a reference to share with your other vendors in case no one has a timeline made. I think, again, I don't know this for sure, but I would think most wedding planners and venues have some sort of timeline together.
For the most part, I've known some photographers who, God bless them, just fly on the seat of their pants, and they're just kind of like very much artists.
Sure.
In the fact, like, I'm just gonna let the day fly and just see what happens. And
sure.
I don't know how they do that. I would lose my mind.
I can't operate that way.
Yeah, I couldn't put my ducks in a row. I couldn't possibly be prepared for something if I don't know what's coming.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be a thorn, right? A thorn to some vendors is a timeline, right? Like, so some photographers, they don't want to be
shackled by rules.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, and I mean, whatever floats your boat, whatever work different, people work different ways.
I would love to get a photographer here and talk to them about that. Like, how are you functioning?
Yeah.
Because it's cool. I mean, it's a preference. And I think majority of people use the timeline, but from experience, seeing some photographers when working on a video and the things that they don't know what's happening, and I'll ask questions like, what comes next? I just want to make sure what I have is the same what you have, and they're like, well, I don't know.
Right.
I'm like, how do you not know? This is what I had. That sounds good. I'm like, what do you mean it sounds good? Shouldn't you know?
I mean, I think a timeline allows for less things to be missed as much as you can.
Yeah.
Right. The day is going to take whatever windy turns it will. But the goal is always to start the ceremony at least on time.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You want to get going at the time that it was scheduled in your save the dates.
Yeah. Kind of important.
That's kind of important. Your invitations, if it's the ceremony's at 5, it better be at 5.
Right.
So how do we make sure that you're there and ready at 5?
But another rose, I would say, from creating a timeline, and again, us being video only, we don't really have as much of a say in the direction of how your day is going to go, right? Because your photographer is really the person that's leading you through.
Yeah, we always said don't have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, you don't want, it never ends well, right? No. But from our perspective, it's good to know when and where things are happening. So timeline to us might be shifting into more of a, this is our coverage. This is the things that we need to cover.
Yeah. You got to figure out what's important to the couple, but also with video. And this is the perk about photo at the time, and a lot of photographers can definitely attest to this. They don't have much stuff to carry. Yeah. Usually, some photographers just have one camera, one lens, they're good to go.
Some videographers don't have much to carry.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just a gimbal sometimes.
True.
But majority of the time, most videographers have more gear than a photographer.
Right. I guess we could talk a little bit about the way that we approach things. Like for ceremony, at least when there's 2 videographers, because we do have a package where it's just one shooter. Yeah. It's a little bit more on the minimalist side. More work.
More work for
it's one person trying to.
That's a lot of calories burned that day.
Yeah.
Solo.
But whether you're solo or it's 2 of us, there's always more than one camera.
Yeah.
Always got to have more than one camera. Because you never know what could happen. Uncle Bob could stand up and knock a camera down.
Damn, Uncle Bob.
I don't know why Uncle Bob came to mind, but
every time he keeps crashing all these weddings. Because I always refer to Uncle Bob. There was a movie, Uncle Buck. Was there a movie too? I say Uncle Buck a lot, and I think was it John Candy or
Uncle Buck?
Uncle Buck.
John Candy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm old. That's why.
Oh, you can remember this stuff?
Yeah. My brain is a movie. I think through movies.
Uncle Buck, does it say 1989?
Yeah, I think so. 89.
That's 89. Yeah,
89. Yeah. Wow, some good vision.
When's the last time you watched that?
1989. Probably 92. Probably 92. I saw it on TV.
Does anybody get married in Uncle Buck?
I don't think so.
Nothing wedding related to Uncle Buck?
I don't think so, no.
There we go.
But he's brought up a lot. When I talk to my brides, he's either Uncle Bob, Uncle Buck. They always show up. Aunt Susie. It's always an Aunt Susie. I go to Aunt Susie Aunt Susie is bossy. That's what I use Aunt Susie for all the time.
She could be.
Yeah, she always wants to be in those pictures that you didn't want her to be in, like the family photos.
You're giving Karen a break, so it's Susie now.
I feel bad for all the Karens. Because
how rough was that?
Yeah, if you were a Karen, you're like, that's not me.
But
Aunt Susie.
When did the Karen thing become a thing? Can you just type in?
I'm gonna say 2017, 2018.
I feel like was it a TikTok thing?
I don't know. I think it was when what was Joe Exotic? Remember that show on Netflix with Joe Exotic?
It's literally the slang term Karen. It's slang, not even a person's name anymore.
Yeah,
it's slang. Karen, used to describe a demanding, entitled, often white, middle-aged woman.
Caucasian middle-aged woman.
Became widespread internet phenomenon around 2018.
I was right. I was like 2017.
And then, of course, it peaked during the pandemic because no one else had anything to do.
Yeah, so everyone became a Karen.
Jeez. Yeah, no, I mean, I think even Karen would appreciate a timeline, though.
Oh my gosh, she would want to write it.
That is true. Can I make a couple suggestions?
Uncle Bob and Uncle Buck don't listen to timelines. They do their own damn thing.
Yeah. So long as you just tell your family, this is when the ceremony starts, I would usually say 15, 20 minutes before that.
Yeah. Well, that's another, like families and stuff like that. That's another reason why to have a timeline is obviously to tell the people to show up, but so you know where not to be. So the couple pretty much knows where the bride doesn't want to be seen.
Right.
When the family's coming in. So we know you want to get those photos or those videos before everyone shows up. Then we got to be done at a certain time to get you back in to do this and so on and so forth.
Well, especially like we were talking about first looks on the first episode. If you're doing a first look, that happens before the ceremony.
Yeah, it's going to happen before the ceremony.
And typically you do your family photos right after first look, sometime before the ceremony. Well, the whole point is so that once your ceremony's over, you go and enjoy the cocktail hour. Yeah. You can catch up with everybody that you didn't get a chance to catch up with. Yeah. You invited them for a reason, right? So you also spent money on food and drink for cocktail hour, and you want to eat that.
You want me to eat that? I don't remember what I had for my cocktail.
You blacked out, remember?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I came to on my first
when there
dance.
Was food. No.
I don't even remember. Yeah, like when we started dancing. Yeah, I missed cocktail, I think. I totally missed my cocktail. Because you didn't do a first look. Yeah, I didn't do first look. So that's why I don't remember my cocktail.
Because the only time, again, just to us and from our experience, the only time to get those photos done is after ceremony, right? So big rose to first look is that you get all those photos out of the way. And family, the word family, is a rose and a thorn. Love them.
About family.
But also hate them. Love them more than hate them.
More usually depends on the fam. Mm-hmm. But I like some brides that I don't care about them. I'm like, damn, you're gonna want. I've had brides where I have to you want to have these photos. I would tell them you want. She's like, I don't care, but you're gonna want these photos later. And I think a lot of times family photos are more for the parents and for the other family members.
Sure.
A lot of the times. I mean, the brides and the grooms want it. But I remember I had to convince a bride, you're going to want these photos later on in life.
Well, how many times have you been over your own family's house and someone has a wedding photo up on the wall, printed
someone
in a frame?
Does.
Someone always does.
Though I got to start. I mean, I'm 44 now. And I don't think I've ever been into a young couple's house that's married in their 20s, and I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a trend.
You did just do
an engagement shoot
inside someone's house.
They're gonna put those photos up. They told me.
That's awesome.
So their house, they got a brand new house. There's no pictures anywhere, and all these photos I took of them for the engagement shoot. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that there. I'm like, that is dope.
That's awesome.
It was a cool shoot, but.
And
they would be a couple that would have their wedding photos up.
It won't be long until, I mean, you can definitely do this now, but have a video inside a picture frame on the wall.
That's cool. I think
it's pretty expensive as of right now. But can you look up like video picture frames?
Well, if you got a smart,
I'm sure there's got
smart refrigerators. I think have those too. Well, everything's a smart.
You can watch TV on some people's fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
these look like photos, though.
Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah, the ones that are like they look like frames, and I've seen those. They take.
Yeah. I don't think
cool.
it's as common now. Because like big prints, you probably wouldn't do. It's pretty much like might as well just buy a TV and hang it on your wall.
Yeah, that'd be cool though. I'd love to see.
That would be cool. Like chapters from the day. Like one of the things that we do on the video side is, we'll put together a highlight film for our couples, but part of our package is also putting together videos of those chapters of the day, whether it's ceremony,
the archives,
or it's your first look. Yeah, all of the moments, right? And maybe it's the first look and just a few video shots, and it just kind of loops.
Yeah, that would be
cool.
That would be cool. Well, that's why it's important to have a timeline.
It is important to have a timeline. Way to bring it back.
I got to make sure that I'm filming what you want me to film.
Yes.
Is it important to you? Is it not important to you?
Right.
See how I did there?
You
brought it right back.
So good.
I'm not even playing around, man.
It's like a rubber band.
I am so serious. I'm the rubber band man. What's the song? Dun, 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 rubber band man, or something like that. Every podcast, I'm going to reference the song.
Yeah, we can't. Don't sing or do not play this video because YouTube.
But is rubber band?
Yeah. YouTube don't like this. YouTube don't love.
Is it this song, "The Rubber Band Man" by the Spinners?
The Spinners, 1976. This was a good year.
Look it up. 76. Listen to it on your own time. Great song.
It was on. I think it was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Great
one
movie.
Or two. So,
what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I must say, I think it's The Mask of Zorro.
Really?
Yeah, Antonio Banderas.
Why?
Something about it. I don't know. I mean, Zorro for one thing.
You can do a good Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. I always say my father talks like Antonio Banderas, which is pretty cool. But there's something about it, just the cinematography, the sword play, the swashbuckling, not sure what to call it. But I grew up watching. So when my grandparents were straight up Puerto Rican, right from the island, and everything we'd watch like all the Spanish shows, and we used to watch a black and white Zorro show. It was all in Spanish, so I had no idea what they were saying, but it was awesome. And so I always loved Zorro. I knew Zorro before Batman. And when I first found out about Batman, I'm like, they're ripping off Zorro, which technically they were. Zorro came before Batman. In fact, in the comic, the nerd in me now is just kicking in now.
Can you look this up?
Zorro came before Batman.
One.
Because in the first Batman episode, when the Waynes get killed, they're coming out of a movie called The Mark of Zorro.
Okay.
Come on. That's got to be before the original.
Yes.
Yes. Zorro came before Batman. Yeah.
1919?
Yeah, man.
Holy crap.
That's how Zorro rolls, man. But yeah, that movie, The Mask of Zorro, I think is my favorite. It's got a good soundtrack.
Yeah, makes sense that it was in black and white.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, when I asked you what's your favorite, the entire time you've been explaining this, I'm like, what is mine?
Thing I said.
No, I did. I'm very shocked that it was 1919.
Yeah. 1919, yeah.
Is it The Mark of Zorro that you're thinking of, or The Mask?
No, The Mask of Zorro is my favorite movie. That's Antonio Banderas.
Oh, there we go.
But The Mark of Zorro was
That's a little bit more
the old movie, black and white.
The Mark of Zorro is 1940.
Yeah. Batman came out, I think, 50, 60, something like that. Something like that. But anyway.
It said Batman debuted in 1939.
I was way off. But still.
Pretty off.
That was pretty.
Yeah, I don't know what my favorite. That's such a tough question.
I bet it's an Adam Sandler movie.
I am a huge Adam Sandler fan. I love Adam Sandler.
I would say that'd probably be around that genre.
If we could get Adam.
Adam.
If you stumble
come here, buddy,
upon Roses and Thorns,
yeah, man.
We could totally talk about the wedding singer.
Yeah, you like that?
You be Halloween.
You be. That's all I got. I like I don't know.
Yeah, but that's
all I can do.
Because he did the
that's like 50% of what he does.
Chalamet. No, I mean, I am a big Adam Sandler fan. I love comedy movies more so than I think anything else. Me and my wife were actually just talking about this. Me and Emily were talking about what movie set would be the most fun to be on, and it was between a comedy and a horror. Because I feel like, granted, I've never been on a movie set, and we've never made anything like that, but I would argue that a horror set is similar to a comedy set because you're just trying to be scared. No one's actually really
I feel
scared.
Like a horror set would be messier.
Well, depending, right?
Yeah, there's just blood everywhere and just cobwebs.
Well, some horrors don't even have blood or gore. It's just like
horrors.
Exactly.
Just a white room.
Just wet diapers.
Just wet diapers.
Everyone's just peeing their pants.
Yeah, that's a nursing home. That's what that just turned into. That's a horror. That is a horror film. I don't want to be living in that. Have I told you I told somebody. See, we're going off tangent now, but I think this is the greatest thing. I love my generation because I think my generation, when we get super old, our nursing homes are going to be like arcades because we're the first generation of gamers. And so when we get old, all the nurses have to do is just give us.
Can I bring my Xbox?
Yeah, all they have to do is give us some video games, and we're going to be just going through it.
Xbox is apparently not going to make it into the console.
Let me get one more, as of right now.
Who do you know over there?
Xavier Bartholomew. I don't know.
That was pretty good.
But I'm just saying, though.
Who owns PlayStation? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No.
PlayStation.
No. Sony. His name is Sonny.
Sonny
Play.
Sonny Play.
Station.
Shh. On. But yeah, nursing homes, man. When my peeps get old, we're gonna play a lot of video games. It's gonna be easy to take care of us old people. Just give us some sort of video console, and we'll be playing Madden 35, and GTA still won't come out. GTA 6 won't be up.
No, it should be out by 2045.
Yeah, 2045.
Mm-hmm. Madden 35 is not that far away.
What are we at now?
Did you say Madden 35?
Yeah, Madden 35. That's what I said. How many Maddens are there?
Too many.
There's at least I think we're in the teens.
It's a bone I got to pick. While we're on this tangent, Madden, 2K, you're recreating the same game every single year.
There's 36 main installments.
There's 36, but we're on 26 right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What did I say? Madden what?
35.
35? Oh, wow.
It's like 10 years.
Yeah, that's 10. Yeah. Well, the way I'm aging, I'll be at a nursing home.
You'll just be in your house.
55, 54.
You'll be going, Blue, 42.
I'll pull something. I already pulled something just watching you do that.
Yeah, definitely.
You just pulled something down.
I wasn't a quarterback when I played football, so.
I was a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I had hands.
Played left bench.
I played left out. I was kicking it.
Oh, gosh. Well,
crowd.
That's quite the tangent. I don't know how we could bring it back.
We got off of our timeline.
We did get off.
Which is a perfect example of what happens at a regular wedding, most weddings where you get derailed, but it's our job as professionals to pull them back in so they can have an experience worth their while, full of memories and joy.
Did you read that off of the back of a milk jug?
I did. That's a heck of a milk jug. That's a big milk jug.
That is a big milk
jug.
That's
a lot of stuff on.
That's a King Dairy right there.
That's a King Dairy. Damn. My lactose intolerantness is hurting just thinking about that.
I always found it funny that you are lactose intolerant, but
milk-tose.
Huh? What did I say?
No, you're right. Lactose. I used to say I'm milk-tose intolerant. My nurse wife hate when I said that. My whole life I was lactose intolerant. I didn't know until I married a nurse, and she goes, "I think you're lactose." I'm like, "Nah, it only bothers me when I have a glass of milk. I'm milk-tose intolerant."
So, ice cream doesn't do anything?
Oh, it does something, but it's called denial. It does something. Let me tell you.
Oh,
something definitely happens. But
yeah, enough of the milk talk.
Mm-hmm.
Timelines. What are some other thorns of a timeline? We
talked about roses. Of a timeline?
Yeah.
The thought of a timeline stinks when you can't get to it. Like I think, like the purpose of a timeline is to, excuse me, help you get to what you need to do. But also, I'll look at a timeline and I've had brides where like, well, we need to do this thing, and it's on the timeline, but we just couldn't get to it.
Sure.
We've had sunset shots we tried to get one time at a wedding, we couldn't get to it.
Why?
Because someone's toast was way too long.
See, I think what is fun is some of our Roses and Thorns topics will lead us down other Roses and Thorns. And toasts is one of these things.
Keep your wedding toast 5 minutes, I would say.
Yes.
5 minutes, max.
Short and sweet.
What do you call it?
It's a bikini toast.
It's a bikini toast. I love it.
Just enough to cover the important parts.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That sums it up.
That's not my quote. I don't really know where I got that from.
That's a good quote. No, it's not a roast.
Can you look that up and see if there's somebody that needs to be credited for that quote?
For bikini toast?
And no, it is not a roast.
Yeah, it's not a roast.
My goodness, what are we doing?
That wedding, that guy roasted his brother.
You know,
during a sunset that we were trying to get our bride out to, and didn't happen.
Gets me a little angry.
The rage is building.
We are not. It's like National Geographic, right? When you're watching the animals, but they're struggling. You can't step in.
Run, honey badger, go.
Yeah, we had one wedding where
the lion's gonna get you.
Yeah, one of the groomsmen was just
not being
kind of making it about himself.
Yeah.
Right, and your toast is not a comedy set.
Yeah, I didn't. No, we didn't cut him off. The DJ, the bride wanted.
No, the bride
DJ.
texted the DJ.
Cut off his mic.
Mm-hmm. And he like wrapped up right when the DJ was coming to grab it. Gosh. But yeah, just don't. You're making it an awkward situation for a lot of people, and I think if you are someone who's giving a toast, keep it short, keep it sweet, say what you want to say, but also. It's not about you.
Yeah.
There's other things. There's other people that want to say stuff. There's other things that are going to happen at the wedding.
I think a good toast is when a person is talking about both of them.
Yes.
Talking about both of them, not like separate stories about like how they came together, or maybe an observation that they have seen watching these two together. As a videographer editing, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear the story that brought them together, their love story, so I can add that into the highlight. It's great to hear how a lot of times it's your college roommate, that's your best man or your best lady, I like to call.
Sure.
And they'll just say all these.
You do love to say that.
I love saying best lady. Well, because I had a woman offended when I said she was the matron of honor, and she goes, I am not married. And she's like, nor do I look old, because it sounds old. A lot of people think a matron sounds old because of matriarch.
Yeah.
If you're a matriarch, you're old because that's your whole family. You're a grandma normally. You're the matriarch. You old. Girl, you got father time and mama time.
Mm-hmm.
But so ever since then, I call him the best lady, because that's not fair. Why is the guy has the best man, but
it is easy to know what you're talking about.
It's the best lady.
And they'll be like, "You're damn right. I am the best lady."
A lot of times the best man is not the best man for the job. Your groom, your best man at your wedding, said the greatest line. It was something similar. He's like, I'm paraphrasing, and you'll probably know because you were there.
I blacked out a little bit.
At the wedding, yeah. He said, I may not be the best man here, but I'm the best man to tell their story.
Yeah, that was good. And
remember that. Every guy used that line.
Shout out Jaha.
Jaha, that was one of the best things I've heard.
That's our first wedding of the year.
Yeah, in Florida.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
That's why I went to Puerto Rico to work on my base tan. So when I go to Florida,
of course,
I don't burn.
Yeah, right.
I think
They're like, do you live here?
They're like, you're native.
You didn't get off a plane just now, did you?
I just rolled out of bed.
I was on the beach.
Yeah, that's it. There's a wedding today? Oh, I was just here, just catching some rays.
Yeah, no, he. I think he also had something prepared, and then just
emotions, man. Well, that's
speak
the
from the heart.
Too. Yeah, if you're a best lady or best man telling all these crazy stories, a lot of times they're stories that nobody wants to hear. And I'm not trying to be rude or mean. It's just a lot of times they just don't want to hear the crazy stories you guys went into or this and that. We'd rather hear about the couple.
Let's also face it. It's at that point of the wedding where people are trying to party.
They're just trying to eat. Hey, if I'm at a wedding, like I said, I haven't been to a wedding as a guest in the longest. I can't. I hate going to a wedding now because I'm just watching the videographer and photographers.
Turn it off, yeah.
I can't. I'm like, what are you doing? You're missing the shot. But the few times that I can remember trying to enjoy a wedding as a guest, I was just hungry. So when the toast came up, man, I want to listen because I'm in that line of work.
Listening to your stomach.
But I was like, yo, that salad did nothing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me get that.
Yeah.
Let me get those chicken tendies.
Tendies for the vendies.
Let's go.
I think who said that? I think it was JP.
I think that'd be great.
I think that's as a vendor, of course, the beef and the chicken.
I would love the filet mignon.
It's always good, but like, if here's a good thorn of getting fed as a vendor. Rose, we like being fed.
Oh,
Thorn,
thank you.
Why are we the last to be fed?
Yeah, we should be first not because we're awesome. I mean, we're pretty awesome, but not because, we feel that we are entitled to. It's just that if we eat, we're ready.
Correct.
For the bride and groom. If the bride and groom eats, that's when we should eat because once they're done, they're the boss.
Right.
If they want to take photos or they want to get videos or whatever, I don't want to miss it because I'm starving.
I shot a wedding in Long Island. I believe it was before the pandemic. And look, things happened later down on the island.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we didn't eat.
New York City, man.
We were video only. I think I had Zach join me. Yeah, I had Zach join me. And we were working with a photo team down there. And we're sitting at the table. I'm sitting with the photographer. And we're enjoying our food. But then we hear excitement in the other room. And we're eating. We look at each other. We know that we should be in there.
Yeah,
what are we missing?
Should capture it.
But it's like we wouldn't even be in that position if we were just again, just give me chicken tenders and fries.
They're starting to
a PB&J will go so far.
Oh man, I love a good PB&J. A lot of venues now are doing that. They're starting to recognize that, which is really nice. And I understand why they don't do it.
I do
because they don't have a certain amount of food.
Sure.
Normally,
right? That's
what I always hear, and it makes sense. They only got a certain amount of food that they've prepared, and almost kind of like what's left over we get. Which is fine. It's okay. But
it's tough, right? From a venue's perspective. And it would be cool to have like a caterer on, right? To talk about that side of things. And again, that's like the point of this is let's pull back, in your words, let's pull back the curtain a little bit. And
that's a loud curtain. That was a sliding door.
Curtain
usually make a noise.
Yeah, it's still like a flap.
Yeah, flap. You just slap the curtain. That's what you just
back in. Wapa.
Wakata.
Wapa, isn't that a George Lopez?
It's something like that.
Wapa.
Yeah. Awkward silence. As we're thinking.
Does George Lopez say wapa?
I know he says.
I know. I was like, how do I look this up?
Yeah.
George.
Come on, man.
George
Don't you know
Lopez.
how to type up Spanish slang?
Nick at night, baby.
Devin. Wapa, wepa.
Wapa. Wapa.
Oh, I got the wife. He does. He says wapa.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. You are more Hispanic than me.
Yeah, damn right.
I've always known that. Although I'm like this.
I have known you for a long time.
Yeah, I am very Figarican.
That's why I'm wearing these and you're wearing those.
Yeah, I got the light ones. You got the dark ones. There he goes. You are Jacob Ritz. I'm John Soler.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Some days though you are Juan Soler.
There are occasions. You give me a good salsa music in the background.
Jacob.
You're Jacob.
Jacob Ritz.
Jacob. It's like Jacques Cousteau. Remember him?
Sounds way better than my name.
Yeah, he was an explorer in the 90s.
I haven't explored too much. Take me from underneath my rock.
Yeah.
Explore some more.
Exploring my refrigerator is what I've been exploring recently.
But yes, food at weddings. I understand why we aren't fed at the same time because of counts, and they need to make sure that the guests get the meal that they picked. Which, here's another tangent, but wedding related. Hold on.
I know. It's go.
I would think that one of the reasons that's always, not always, but sometimes it gets messed up is because people don't send in what they want to eat on time, or they change up what they want to have the day of.
Oh, that probably messes
And I
up.
got most RSVPs to attend the wedding. It's like you fill this out and you mail it back, right? Mm-hmm. One of my friends just sent us their invitation, and the RSVP is a QR code, which I thought was super smart.
Oh, we're in the future now. It's
just quicker.
Yeah.
You don't got to. It's just easy, quick and easy.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that would
They
change.
probably got an alert on their phone.
Probably. Most couples now have wedding websites.
Yeah.
You know, where
they have their own websites.
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
I remember one bride had something like that, and I thought I just misunderstood what she said, but
wedding website.
There's actually a wedding website.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It holds all the things.
I can see Jevel doing this thing.
Wedding
couples wedding website.
Yeah, I mean, usually the Wedding Wire and the Knot help couples.
I know they got wedding emails. That's always smart.
That is a smart thing. That's a rose.
Yeah, that's a rose. You get your own a specific email for you and your other half there, versus getting all these emails to your individuals and getting lost in spam and job related things. Yep. And that's super smart.
Especially when you're first starting out, right? You get engaged, you're excited. yeah, a little Scooby-Doo. And you put things off for a little bit, right? Some people don't get right into planning, but they enjoy it. They enjoy the being engaged.
I liked it. I liked the whole planning part.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. Granted, we're in the industry, and we know a little bit more than most couples, but when you got married, I
didn't know anything.
Right.
But I still enjoyed the moment. Like I did all the planning, oddly enough. It's funny now that I'm...
Oddly enough? No, that makes sense.
The odd part makes sense. Juan, odd. There it is, there it goes. But oddly enough, I did... And my wife does everything. But for like one season when I was single and a fiance, not a husband, I did it. This ring got me dumber. I don't know what happened because I planned everything on our. I planned the.
You might be planning more as she listens.
Oh
to
no,
this.
she knows. She says, "What happened?" She knows. You were so independent, and I'm like,
life.
That's what she gets.
Yo no sé.
No, what?
Yo no sé.
You know Cantonese?
Yo no sé. I'm pretty sure as I don't know.
Yeah, it's Spanish. I think. I don't know.
Yo no sé.
This Puerto Rican Ritz over here. There you go. It's the dark headphones. I got the white headphones, so I only hear French. I don't know what I would translate to. I don't know.
Yo no sé.
No sé. Yes, it is. You didn't need to Jev in that one. I know. I know a little bit.
I don't know.
I know a little bit of Spanish.
I don't know.
Didn't seem like you knew.
I went to Puerto Rico. What was it, a month ago, 2 months ago? And I think I told you guys this, but a real quick story. My wife sent me on an Uber with a guy who, it's Puerto Rico. The guy didn't know any English, and I know no Spanish, and somehow I didn't get robbed. I don't know how that happened. Like, it was amazing how him and I just communicated with sounds. Maybe I don't even know, because his Spanish was worse.
Sign language?
I don't know. We made sounds like we chuckled a lot, but somehow we communicated and
got you to where you needed to go.
Yeah, whatever Spanish I knew, I used it all up. It's done. I used it all up. My Spanish renews in 2027 because I used it all up for 26.
What do you pay for a membership?
I don't know, but it's cheap because it's not very good. I got the bare basic Spanish subscription.
You got the essential package?
Yeah, I got the free trial, but I just keep changing my last name, and so it just renews.
Set up a new email.
Yeah, just set up a new email. I get the more free trials of Spanish because I ain't paying for that. That's too expensive.
Oh my gosh. Well, so bringing it back. So timelines, toasts. We talked a little bit about toasts, but yeah, I mean,
I love a good father toast.
Oh, they're the best.
I love a good one where he's as a father of three daughters. That's gonna be rough.
You good?
It's gonna be rough to talk about.
Did you forget how many kids you had?
Yeah. Well, yeah. They feel like. Remember, you said 4 kids feel like 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. When they're also 5.
It was only 4.
No, when they're like 5 years old. Or younger.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They seem.
Oh my god.
Like there's a multiplier.
Oh, my youngest is 4 that acts like she's 15 because of my oldest. I got 4 kids, all from the same woman. That was convenient.
That is convenient.
That worked out in my
It sure
favor.
did. Do you have a timeline for that?
No, not at all. And if we did, damn pandemic. I was done with 3.
What else?
I should have bobbed and weaved, Jake. She was too quick. All right, moving on.
Jevin. Yeah, back to timelines.
Yeah.
I think we've explained.
I think people understand what timeline is.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we emphasize the importance of it.
Yeah.
I really would love to get a photographer in here because only photographers, maybe videographers too. I think we're rare for the fact that as videographers we set a timeline. I think it's more a photographer thing.
Yeah, I agree.
We've done photography for so long, and before Rosewick it was Dave Bigler, and Dave was a photographer, and he just emphasized, he drilled the whole timeline thing.
I mean, just
being
it does. It makes sense to me. I love being organized. I think the more organized that you are, the more spontaneous you can be.
But I don't think other videographers, and I would love to have a.
Yeah, well, we've definitely worked with people that don't have a timeline, and it's not like it's the end of the world. I just think it makes things go a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
Right. You know where you need to be at this time. So if we're done with this or that earlier, or it's running late, we know that we need to put a little bit of emphasis, or we can take a little bit more time.
Yeah. I think a person that doesn't have the timeline has to be like real zen, real chilled.
Sure.
And I would just love to be their friend so I could be more zen.
Could you share some of that?
I'm so stressed. Like, how do you go through a wedding?
Hence all the wisdom.
Yeah, we talked about this. Look at all this. I was talking to my mother-in-law today. This wisdom is going to fall out for more wisdom. It's just going to be, I'll be bald pretty soon. All the wisdom I've been acquiring.
You could be Dwayne Solar.
Yeah. Not the rock, the pebble. Just a pebble.
Flat pebble that you can at least skip across the water?
I can't skip, man. I just, that sinks.
Frolic?
It's just frolic. A frolic.
It frolics across the water. It skips a bit and then jumps.
It's just a plop. That's it. I'm a plop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, let's wrap the timeline thing up.
Reynolds wrap it.
Mm-hmm.
Reynolds wrap? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Aluminum foil?
Yeah.
Took me a minute.
It's like, wow, I hope I don't need to look that one up.
No. If you do, then this podcast is
if we don't know what Reynolds
this podcast is a Reynolds wrap.
Yeah.
If I don't know what aluminum foil is. But anyway, yes. Feed us first.
Feed us. That's like
that's
my
the
logic.
moral of this episode.
Well, yeah, I think the moral and the logic of everything. Just feed me any chance.
Yeah, when we get there, feed us.
If I just show up somewhere, just
feed me.
Yeah.
And it's better for everybody.
It's okay. Everyone wins when I eat.
I don't need a fancy dinner.
Oh.
Granola bar. Maybe a little bit better than a granola bar.
Nutri-Grain bar. I love a good Nutri-Grain.
At the very least, a PB&J.
PB&J.
Or, some venues be like, bring your own food.
Didn't you have you worked with someone who's brought their own stuff, right?
Yes, because sometimes.
They brought noodles or something. No, it was tenders. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was a DJ.
Was it?
Yeah. It was a DJ.
Because.
And he brought his own food just because, probably in his experience.
Oh, it's a DJ. You need to be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't got time to just be eating when people want music.
That's what we say. We say this all the time. Even when we did photo, when we're still doing photo this year. They keep saying like we're not doing it anymore going forward. But a DJ is taking the reins once the reception starts.
Yeah,
like
they
the
got
photographer.
The loudest one.
The photographer leads the day all the way up until grand entrance. In my mind.
I mean, that's how we do it. But
right.
I mean, if a photographer had a mic, they'd run the whole show, man.
Could you imagine if you had a mic?
I would imagine. I would love that. That would be terrifying. I'd have a blast. It'd be fun.
That's all that matters, right?
That's my biggest thing about. I'm excited for just doing video and stuff, but man, I love I love, I guess, having control. I guess when it comes down to being in control as a videographer.
You also love the attention.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, Willis?
I'm talking about the truth.
Yeah, well, no, it's instant gratification. That's why. As a photographer, I gotta, everyone does it differently. I'm just very extroverted.
Yeah.
But
well, that's another like benefit, right? Photo, you take the photo.
Yeah,
show.
I can look at it. Yeah, video. I'd be like, watch.
Wait.
You know what? It's gonna look better. And when I cut it and edit it and put music, it's gonna look awesome. Right now, it's just you walking.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just slow motion, but wait till this one part.
Yeah, can you imagine now?
Yeah.
Showing them log footage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
but wait, when it's colored.
Yeah, put some color in it. It's gonna look great.
Yeah. No.
That's the downfall. I can't just do that. Photo, I can. Hey.
I mean, there's a certain way we can do that. But, we don't shoot slow mo all the time.
But then I'll miss something because it takes so long for me to get to that spot that I want to. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else we can add to this episode before we wrap it up?
I mean, there's so many things, but I think we had a good basis. We showed the people that we could be somewhat organized.
Somewhat. We're gonna.
That's important.
We're gonna get better. We're gonna get better at being organized. We're gonna get better at our tangents.
Well, that's the thing I think that's nice about what we're trying to do. Again, we're peeling the curtain back, but it's all about personality. I was telling a lot of people about what we're trying to do here, and like vendors.
Yeah. And
they were very excited to want to come on because it shows that we're real. It shows a vendor, if anyone's watching, people can see what you're really about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who, and it's fine, just want to make money. There's photographers, videographers, there's florists. It's a business. You want to make money, and a lot of them just want to make money.
Especially when it's their livelihood, right?
Yeah, because you want to make money.
Well, some vendors, it's just them.
Yeah.
Right? Or if it's, right, like they might not have a team, right? And so
the goal is to make money, but
changing people's lives at the same time.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say we're changing someone's life, but
No, we are. I always say this is a life-changing business. I've always tried to put myself in a position of career-wise that I've done that has affected somebody's life. And weddings, man, you are in it. That's like the top 5 best day of their life.
Sure.
And if you're a florist, videographer, photographer, you're impacting that person's life, even for that one day.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. We like it though. It's not just, we don't just do it to make money. Granted, I got bills. I got 4 kids, man.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's the way the world works.
I love love. And this type of thing, even though we go on tangent, it really shows what we're all about. The likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
The stories, the horror stories, and all the fun ones too. Got a lot of good ones.
Also, at the end of the day,
next time we'll talk about how I almost died.
No, we are definitely going to share
talk about that. Yeah, you got to watch the 3rd episode.
We're also going to share the story of when Mom brought a white dress.
Oh my gosh. Can we do that all in one podcast? That's a lot. That's a lot to handle.
Kind of give the people something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All the people, all the millions that are watching.
Millions and billions and trillions of people.
Who's that?
That's Dr. Evil.
That's right. Who plays Dr. Evil?
Austin Powers. No, Mike Myers.
I knew it.
Man, you got me.
Set him up.
Mike Myers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Much funnier without the mask.
Different Mike Myers.
But yeah, next time we'll share some more stories about some horror stories.
Yeah, I think
some very thorny stories.
Oh man, yeah. Let's get it. Yeah, they need to know how I almost died.
And how we almost blinded the bigs. That's not even a we.
That's
a
a
me.
you.
That is a me.
That's a you. You
just boys being boys.
Yeah, you left your mark, you could say.
With his family there too, nonetheless.
Yeah, the guy who's taken over the company has now almost assassinated.
He's almost blinded your son.
Yeah, whatever.
With a pine cone.
Yeah. Context. Show up next bat station. To see our awesomeness. You want to send us off?
Yeah, I'll send us off. I was going to say one more thing, but
I was just joking. Let's not send us off. Go.
No, yeah. So next time we'll talk a little bit more about just some experiences that we've had, and then we'll see what roller coaster ride goes from there and what tangents we go on. But yeah, as we continue to do this, we're going to try and be better at reining it in.
I think this is great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Of
this
course
is high
you do.
Quality
of course you do.
Entertainment and education.
High quality H2O.
High quality.
If we bring it back to Adam
Gatorade.
Sandler. Adam, the seat is here for you. That's a wrap. See you next time on Roses and Thorns.